back again. I just wanted to fill you in on this place where I am right now. This is the historical village, and it's in the town of Herberton, and it's a really amazing place. It's got so many things to look at here. They've obviously spent years and years building this place up to replicate what an outback town would have looked like years and years ago. They've got lots of old buildings filled with exhibits, and it's basically a town. It's got every conceivable aspect that you would expect to find in a town. So no, it's fascinating. So I'm just going to walk around and show you guys around as I walk around, and yeah, it's really good. I'm stood next to this old classic Chevrolet. It's a 1927 Capitol AA, two-seater. Looks like they've made it into a like a truck with the seating in the back, bench seats in the back. It's great. See these old vehicles, obviously restored. And looking, it's been on the road because it's got a license on it, although it did expire in 2014. So well, it's got plates on it, so maybe they can take it on the road. So there you go, interesting stuff. I'll walk around and I'll just shoot some footage as I walk around and show you guys what's here. So there is a tractor museum, lots of old farming equipment down here. They also have other vehicles. I think they've got an old fire engine. We'll walk over there later. They do start the engine up, so hopefully I'll be there to get some footage of them running this old fire engine. And there's a lot of odd trucks and vehicles here as well. We're walking up to the Pioneer Camp where you can get bush food, damper bread and stew and billy. Oh wow, look at all these old vehicles. I think there's something really special about seeing these old vehicles, even though they're rusty old wrecks. Nature's taking them back to what they were when they started out, before we made the steel. But it's yeah, I'm always fascinated to see these old vehicles. Those who like the movie Cars will probably recognise some of the shapes from the movie Cars. I think there's an old truck over there that looks like Mater. In fact, here we are. I think this is a tow truck here. It might actually be a crane. Still, you get the idea. Hi, I'm just at the tea rooms here. I'm just having some morning tea, and I was told that they make really nice coffee here, so it'd be rude not to try it, and also sample the scones. Those who've been following the channel, there's a bit of a theme developing here. I seem to have a thing about morning tea and scones, or in this case coffee. So let's have a look at the scones. Look at that, it looks yummy. So I'm going to carry on with the tour around the historical village very soon, once I've had my morning tea. Bronson's excited because he's seen some kids that want to come and pet him. You can just make out there the bridge. The bridge goes over the Wild River, and there's a lot of stuff to see on the other side of the river. So we're going to have a walk over there and get some video footage of that. print shop. This gentleman here is doing some printing.
That's £500.
In today's money, that's worth about $100,000. Not only will you be able to tell people that you actually wanted, you can tell them you're worth something.
So it looks like he's printing wanted posters for these young individuals here. It's amazing that all this machinery is in such good condition. It's a testament to the amount of restoration they've obviously done on this equipment. This is the mining exhibition with some old mining equipment. There's an hoist there. A couple of different pieces of hoisting equipment. For those who are petrol heads, there's a 1923 Harley Davidson there. Apparently it does run, and they do start it up regularly, so you can hear it running. Hopefully they'll start that up later on today. There's an old Indian motorcycle, 1925. Some interesting vehicles here. I think this one's in the middle of being restored. They're doing the roof, upholstering the roof. So they still have craftsmen here doing work on these exhibits. So we're here at the farrier's workshop, and the farrier workshop here is a working workshop. They do have a forge, and the forge does work. And they do have a blacksmith here who comes in and does work. There's some examples of some of the work that the blacksmith here has done. And all of the tools and equipment that a blacksmith would need are there. There's anvils and hammers and tongs and yeah, everything that you would need to do the job. And I think it would have been quite hard. You can see the forge has a hand crank for blowing air into the coals to get them up to the temperature that you would require to get the steel hot enough to work it. It would have been a very hard job. Everything was manual. It would have been using the forge and the hammers and the tools to make horseshoes and other ironmongery that was required by the local townspeople. The blacksmith would have been quite an important person in the town for that reason. So it's fascinating to see this display, and I do have a passing interest coming from the fabrication and welding background myself in ironwork. This is the old Dennis fire engine running. So is that like a choke? Have you just turned the choke down or something?
Oh, the mixture.
All right.
Little bit less fuel in.
Yeah.
It's all hot and smoke like that.
Yeah. Interesting display of engines.
Yeah, you've got a few here.
Yeah.
More over the other side of the river.
Yeah. Would have been the backbone of most of the operations around here.
Yeah, everyone had one.
Yeah, pumps and generators and what have you.
Yep. All the farming equipment.
Yeah. Hi, I just thought I'd close this video out with a slideshow, and these are some of the photographs I took while I was walking around today. The historical village is definitely worth a visit if you're passing through this area. They have a lot of stuff to see, and you can spend all day here, and it's a great place for families. So as always, please like this video, please share this video, and if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. So until next time, Mike signing off. Thank you guys for watching.